Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, Bitcoin is just about to have a massive breakout on the chart. Seriously, the next Bitcoin breakout is imminent. Honestly, within the next 24 hours, I would expect Bitcoin to break out of this pattern forming right now. And if you want to know my next Bitcoin price targets, keep watching this video because in just a moment, I'll tell you my exact price targets for Bitcoin. And I will, of course, cover Ethereum towards the end of this video as well, so definitely stick around for that to hear my Ethereum price targets as Ethereum is starting to break out as well. All that and more in this video, so yeah, definitely watch the entire video so you're not missing out on any of this valuable information. And if that sounds good to you, please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome to the channel. And second of all, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more videos like this one. I really appreciate all of the support at the moment. Just, yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 1 hour chart. And I recorded my last video just around here when Bitcoin was starting to get this bounce on the lower end of this ascending triangle. And I said that Bitcoin is likely to get a bounce somewhere around here at just above 58,000 US dollars. And that's what we've seen so far. And obviously since then, we've come back up to pretty much exactly the $60,000 level and got yet another rejection from that level. And honestly, I've been talking about that $60,000 level for quite a while on the channel now, saying that that level is an important resistance level for Bitcoin to get above. And I was letting you know well before we even got back up towards that level that we will be getting a few rejections off that level. But yeah, the pattern that Bitcoin has been forming for the last couple of days is this ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish pattern. So look, it's not impossible that this pattern can break to the downside, but it is much more likely to break to the upside than it is to break to the downside. So if we do actually start breaking to the downside, if we start kind of breaking below 58,500 down towards 58,000, then yeah, my next sort of price target to the downside, if that actually happened, is this supports level just here coming in at approximately 56.8k, pretty much around 57,000 I'd be paying attention to for Bitcoin to get a strong amount of support. But realistically, once again, this pattern is technically a bullish pattern, so it is more likely to break to the upside. And once again, the resistance that we have to be paying attention to is the $60,000 level. That's a massive level for Bitcoin to get above. And really, my analysis hasn't changed that much since the last couple of days. I made you all aware of this pattern forming yesterday, and I did tell you about 2 to 3 days ago that the $60,000 level is massive resistance for Bitcoin to get above. But yeah, the price target for Bitcoin, if we do see the breakout above 60,000 US dollars, is simply coming in at the all-time high, which right now is coming in at approximately 62,000 US dollars. Just below 62k is where the current Bitcoin all-time high is sitting at. So yeah, if we do see a break above 60,000, once again with a significant spike in volume, or preferably if we see a breakout and a retest of that level, then yeah, we'll almost definitely be heading to the all-time high. And yeah, the all-time high is obviously our last point of resistance until we enter price discovery, until we break the all-time high, obviously. And then once we break the all-time high level at approximately 62,000, I would be targeting around 64,000 US dollars. Because zooming right out on the chart, on the 4 hour chart, as you can see here, that sort of white line that I've got just drawn out there is drawn between the two big all-time highs that we've seen over the past couple months. So starting at the 58k all-time high that we had back then, and then the new 62k all-time high, as you can see, that creates this ascending resistance. And yeah, right now that's coming in at approximately 64,000 as really our final point of resistance before we absolutely moon. And as far as our moonshot price targets, I would be targeting around 70,000 US dollars as our first proper price target, because there is the 1618 Fibonacci level coming in at approximately 70,000 US dollars once again. But really, the next massive price target for Bitcoin that Bitcoin could potentially reach within the next couple months is at 80,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And there's two major reasons why that is a big price target of mine. The first major reason is because that's actually the measured move for this big cup and handle pattern that we've been seeing since around the middle of February, as you can see, and that's the breakout target for that breakout trade. Once again, if we break above 64,000, that's the technical price target at 80,000. And not only that, but that's also a big Fibonacci level on the chart as well. That's the 2618 Fibonacci level, once again coming in at around 80,000 US dollars. But yeah, obviously until we can see those massive price targets, first we have to actually break the all-time high. And even before then, the $60,000 level is going to be our immediate level of resistance. But honestly, once again, just zooming into the 2-hour chart, as you can see here, Bitcoin is incredibly close to getting this massive breakout. So once again, it is possible for Bitcoin to break to the downside, but we are more likely to break to the upside because once again, this is a bullish pattern. There's only really one bearish sign that I'm seeing on the chart at the moment, and that is a small bearish divergence that is forming, and also the fact that Bitcoin could possibly be forming a rising wedge, which by the way is a bearish pattern. But anyway, first of all, the bearish divergence, as you can see in the price, we've been getting higher highs. And by the way, this is on the 4-hour chart, but in the RSI, we've been getting lower highs. So this is obviously a bearish divergence. And what it basically means is just in the short term, we're looking to basically just head sideways or slightly to the downside. And for as long as we do that just for the next few hours, that still keeps us within this pattern. So that is okay. It's only once we start breaking below around 58,500, that's when we kind of are breaking to the downside. But yeah, so we do have that small bearish signal at the moment, but it isn't something major. If anything, what is slightly more major is the fact that Bitcoin could be possibly forming this rising wedge pattern. And these rising wedge patterns are a bearish pattern, and the price target for these patterns, if we break to the downside, once again, it's using the same support at around 58,500 is kind of where we have to pay attention to for Bitcoin to remain above that level in order for us to remain bullish. But yeah, the price target for this falling wedge, if we do continue to form this pattern and break to the downside, because it is a bearish pattern, once again, the price target is coming in at this support just here at the bottom of the wedge, coming in once again at around 57,000 US dollars. So yeah, those are all of my Bitcoin price targets in the immediate short term and in the slightly longer term. Now, something really interesting right here, this is the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart. So this essentially just shows us how much Bitcoin has dominance over the rest of the crypto market. So right now it's sitting at around 59.5%, which basically means out of all of the money in crypto altogether, about 59.5% of it is sitting in Bitcoin. So just over half. But as you can see, once again, this is on the weekly chart. So this is really going back until 2019, the beginning of 2019. And right now, Bitcoin is retesting this support level, which is coming in at pretty much exactly where we are right now. Once again, at around 59%. If we start breaking below 59, and really if we get below this low just here, which by the way is coming in at around 57, then that could potentially spark a small altcoin season or even a larger altcoin season altogether. So this is going to be kind of used as a segue to get into my Ethereum section in just a moment. But yeah, if the dominance for Bitcoin starts breaking below that 57% level, then once again, we could potentially see a altcoin season form, which basically means that altcoins are going to start outperforming Bitcoin soon, once again, if the dominance breaks that support. And that strongly goes for Ethereum as well. And switching to the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, this is on the 4-hour chart, you can already see this is starting to happen. Once again, I was telling you all about this weeks ago on the channel when Ethereum was bottoming out at these low prices. On the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, I was letting you know well in advance that Ethereum is soon going to start outperforming Bitcoin. And over the past few days, that's exactly what's happened. Ethereum has been soaring to the upside against Bitcoin. And once again, around 3 days ago now, I made a video telling you all that I converted some of my Bitcoin holdings into Ethereum down at this low. So yeah, so far that is playing out pretty nicely. And honestly, Ethereum still has a lot more room to the upside. As you can see, Ethereum is only just getting started on this trend to the upside. And really, even if we just come back up to meet these highs that we saw back in the beginning of February, from the current price, that is about a 38% gain to the upside. And once again, that is a gain against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's rising in value as well, Ethereum is going to be making even more money. So seriously, right now, Ethereum is looking pretty undervalued. And over the next few weeks and months, I'll be paying attention and really expecting Ethereum to actually be outperforming Bitcoin once again over the next few weeks and months. And quickly jumping over to the Ethereum to US dollar chart, we're on the 4 4-hour chart for Ethereum versus the US dollar. And yeah, as you can see here, Ethereum has had a massive recovery from this short-term correction that we've seen. And as I've pretty much always said on this channel, any short-term correction that we see for Bitcoin and Ethereum, you should really take that as a buying opportunity and hold that for the longer term. Because once again, we always recover out of these corrections. And yeah, Ethereum has really seen a strong recovery out of this correction. From this low, which by the way, I made a video when Ethereum reached that low saying that that was the low for Ethereum and that you should be buying into Ethereum. And yeah, from that low, ever since I made that video, Ethereum has pumped nearly 30% to the upside pretty much just in the last week. And right now we are getting incredibly close to the all-time high for Ethereum. The Ethereum all-time high is coming in at around 2040 US dollars. And the current price of Ethereum at the time of filming this video is coming in at pretty much exactly 2000. So Ethereum obviously is starting to break above the $2,000 level, getting up towards the all-time high as our final point of resistance before we obviously start breaking into new all-time highs. And traditionally, when we break into a new all-time high, the price is pretty much set to explode. Drawing out the Fibonacci extensions on the chart from the all-time high down to that low at around 1300. As you can see, after we actually break above the all-time high, the next massive point of resistance is obviously the 1618 Fibonacci level, and that's currently coming in at around 2,500 US dollars, at 2.5K per Ethereum. So yeah, those are my next massive price targets to the upside for Ethereum, and honestly, I expect Ethereum to start getting up towards those sort of targets within the next couple of weeks. But as for the all-time high, honestly, any day now, Ethereum could break above its all-time high. So yeah, right now I am extremely bullish on Ethereum, and I've been extremely bullish on Ethereum ever since these lows down here. But yeah, just zooming into the 2-hour chart, as you can see, Ethereum once again is not really showing any bearish signs at the moment, but because of those couple of bearish signs that we saw for Bitcoin, such as that rising wedge and the bearish divergence that we've been seeing for Bitcoin, if Bitcoin starts breaking to the downside, that could possibly flow over to Ethereum starting to come back down as well. And if that's the case, the massive levels of support for Ethereum that we have to be paying attention to are these two major levels just here. So this is really a range of support ranging from around 1880 US dollars up to around 1900, just above 1900. So in around that price range just there, that is going to be some massive support for Ethereum to hold, just in the scenario that we do start trending back to the downside to retest some support levels. Once again, it's important that we hold those levels in order to remain bullish in the short term. But as for the longer term, over the next few months, etc., once again, I am extremely bullish on Ethereum, and any short-term dip that we see, once again, I am just accumulating more Ethereum. But yeah, this is about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more updates like this one. It's completely free to do that. Just to go down and click like and subscribe. It only takes a couple seconds, but it seriously helps out the channel, and I appreciate it so much. And yeah, if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as possible, because I try and read and reply to every single one of my comments on these videos. Just be careful, because in the comment section, sometimes there can be some scammers down there. So if you see any comment or reply down in the comment section with like a phone number, email, Telegram, WhatsApp, anything like that, that is almost definitely a scammer. So yeah, please stay away from those comments and even report those comments. I try and delete them as soon as I see them, but because I'm not always online and they're always coming in, just once again, be aware of those comments and stay away from those sort of comments. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.